children's advocate here at the Kendall County Women's Shelter. Being a children's advocate means supporting our parents with whatever they need, giving them resources, helping them with childcare and things like that, school enrollment and everything. Things that are available here for the kids is we have a whole outdoor playground that they can go play on. We have a basketball hoop outside, a bunch of bikes that they can go ride on, scooters, giant toys outside, like the big Connect 4s, just a bunch of outdoor toys that they can just go outside and just be carefree with. A lot of times what happens is these ladies don't go into situations that are violent. It's great situations until suddenly it's not. Things turn violent, things get toxic, and then suddenly they just have a moment's notice to get out and get out with everything that they can and their kids. And now they're stuck with the decisions on what do I have to do to take care of myself and my kids? Where do I have to go? And we have to help them find the resources to continue with their next steps. So it's really hard to just say, well, get up and get a job when now you're forced with all of these other decisions. Like, one, I don't know where I'm going next. I have to feed my kids. I have to find shelter. So it's a lot of these background barriers that they're facing that sometimes go very unnoticed. When families come to me, half the time they don't know exactly what they need. So I already have a pre-list of services that I have ready at their dispense. So some things that I do is I provide school enrollment for kids. I provide support groups for kids and adults. I love everybody to join. I work with Bernie ISD to provide material needs for kids when they start up going to school. I am working to become our CPS liaison here, so when families come to me with CPS cases, I have more knowledge in my toolbox to be able to help them with whatever that may look like. I also just show as much love as I can towards the kids, and we come in our playroom and play all the time. Sometimes that's all a kid needs is just time to just let out their energy and play as much as they can. So I'm just here to support them in all the ways that I can be. The most important thing I think for a child coming in is setting up a routine, because they have been exposed to some pretty scary things. And so one, they need to know that they're in a safe space and that there are people here that love them and wish the best for them. But then setting up that routine so they can get back to a state of normalcy, to where they can just start going and moving forward with being a kid, ultimately. One of the fun things that I get to do in my job is I get to throw a bunch of parties for the kids on all of the holidays. One way that we could use your help is our donation drive on all holidays, especially like decorations, toys, costumes, things like that, and all of our holidays. I think the holiday celebrations are super important because when the kids are at a domestic violence shelter, you know, that's already a heavy thing that they have to deal with. So I think creating as much positive that we can, especially these little holiday parties, it just lifts their spirits a lot. Yeah.
What does not having childcare do?
It doesn't allow them to be able to build their lives back up. Childcare is such a critical need because without it, it doesn't allow them to restart. They aren't allowed to get up to go find a job without having somebody to watch their children and their children be protected. And so without childcare, they have to depend on other people and other maybe shelters to just stay in this state of continuation of not knowing what to do. Ultimately, it's really about awareness on the entire situation, because if they don't have childcare, how are they supposed to get up to just go get a job? They don't have anybody to watch their kids. Most of the time, they can't take their kids to a job with them. We don't want to enable dependency. We want to empower families to become independent so they can go out in the world on their own. If you're a childcare facility or daycare and are interested in what we do and our message, please reach out. We greatly need your help and your support for our families to empower them to get back on their feet. The most rewarding thing to me about doing this is being able to see the kids when they realize they're in a safe space and they just light up. And then being here with the clients when they refine themselves and that passion ignites in them again. It's really amazing.